You're watching the greatest television show in history, other than The Apprentice, Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV.
Ah, come on. That wasn't the president, was it, JT? Oh, everybody's saying that. Nah, it wasn't the president. It was John DiDomenico, great friend of the show, but he does one heck of a Trump impersonation. He did all those little bumpers for us to keep things light around here. We got deep today on impeachment. We talked about the economy. Johnny McDonough was here. We talked about a lot of great stuff. Really good show you put together today.
Still plenty of time for that to change.
I must commend you, and we could ruin that in a heaping minute. I want to mention that we're at the Newsmax Christmas party the other day, a wonderful event thrown by senior management, and our good friend Matt Marino. Everybody was great. You know, we met a bunch of new people, but our good friend Matt Marino was telling me that the Tito Ortiz was like the best guest we ever had on the show.
Who's Matt Marino?
Matt Marino is the big, tall guy, cool cat. He's got the beard. He used to produce the Bo Show or something like that. But great cat. Loves UFC. Yeah. And he was telling me that he just loved the Tito. And he was telling me also that a lot of UFC folks are into Trump, like fighters.
I will tell you this. We have a new show debuting on the network this week. Allison Maloney and Bob something.
Bob Sellers.
Bob Sellers. And I believe they're set to debut on Thursday. And I'm pleased to announce for the first time here that I've been asked to appear on that show on Friday afternoon.
Wow.
Following our show. So I will, those of you that just can't get enough of your Frank fix, 4 hours a day during the week on radio, 2 hours on TV, another 4 hours on the weekend, and then another podcast hour here and there. You will get another few minutes on Friday afternoon on the Allison
and at the same time, the producers of that show are making a plea to me that we do this handoff at the end of the show, that we promote, hey, stay tuned for what's coming up next. But then I guess the first thing they do is invite you on their show, and they leave John like on the side of the road.
Well, it shows they have very discriminating
like
tastes.
Like a box of rocks.
Oh, look.
All right, yeah. I mean, you are the news guy. I'm just, I just sit here and hold the Trump pen.
Well,
and that seems to amuse enough people.
I'll tell you
itself.
what, I will put in a good word for you.
Yeah, can you ask Allison and Bob Sellers if one day they can squeeze in little old Johnny T on the show? Absolutely. I'd like to go on. Yeah. I'd like to help the other shows on the network. If my appearance helps, maybe they think it won't. I don't know.
Well, so those of you watching around the country, we've been chronicling all week how, well, actually the week's only 2 days old, so I guess we've been chronicling it just yesterday, how New York has now begun the process of issuing driver's licenses to illegal aliens. Now, a lot of people have no problem with this because, hey, you know, isn't it better to have drivers that are able to drive legally and get insurance than drivers that aren't? But tell you who does have a little bit of a problem with this, that is the Department of Homeland Security for the United States. Because what's happening here is New York officials are not willing to share any of the data from these driver's licenses with the federal government, lest they be deported. So the Department of Homeland Security press secretary has just put out a statement saying New York has decided they aren't going to let Homeland Security investigations access DMV data when we are investigating things like child pornography, terrorism, and human trafficking. Terrible law that protects criminals. So
this is out of control. So if they want to investigate me or you, who are American citizens, then the DMV turns over everything. Oh, you're looking for John and Frank? Here you go. Here's every file you ever wanted. Oh, wait. You're looking for an illegal alien who broke into our country and is taking advantage of all the free services we give out? No, we're not going to give you that information. Is this an equality case? You know what I'm saying? This is like unfair, I would think. I don't know. I think everything's unfair.
If our lawyer wasn't in prison, we could ask him to bring
it. There you go. That's right. That's unfair, too. We don't have an attorney. But we're going to take a quick break. Who's the producer of the show after us that you're appearing on Friday? Who is that? Dave Brown?
I believe her name is Allison or Megan. Forgive me for not remembering. Okay. But apparently we had a great interaction the other day, but after 4 or 5 Maker's Marks, I don't remember my own name.
All right. Probably a little more information than the missus was looking for, but we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and WTF it. Frank's going to correct all my mistakes, and we may even have an appearance from the man himself on the street, my brother Derek, right after this.